Welcome back. Now we'll take your questions. If you have a question yourself, send it to us at QuranSpeaks.com. So Dr. Shabir, the question that we have today is, why would God create humans if he knew which ones are going to hell and heaven?
Well, the question naturally comes out of a standard Islamic presentation on the topic of what is called al-qada wal-qadr, the predetermination and God's execution of all affairs. If God has overarching knowledge of every single thing that will happen in the future, well, then it will seem that everything has to happen exactly the way God knows it. And if God knows before creating a person, this person will go to paradise, then that person can only go to paradise, and no power in the universe can take this person an inch away from his predestined location, which God knew from all eternity. And likewise, if somebody was predetermined for hell, God knew before creating this person, I'm going to create this person and this individual will go in hell at such a location, then nobody, no power in the universe can move that person an inch away from his predetermined location, known in the knowledge of God from all eternity. That is the problem. So how is this problem addressed in the classical Islamic literature? Actually, the problem is not properly addressed. It's usually writers just dance around it and give the impression that they have just
Why is that?
done. Well, they must have felt that there is no real solution to this. But I think a solution has been reached by the Pakistani philosopher poet Muhammad Iqbal in his book The Reconstruction of Religious Thought in Islam, by thinking about the future as being something open, not closed. So let's say we have the idea of the future as a collection of fixed events happening one after another. Well, naturally God already knows those fixed events because only he could have fixed them in advance to come out the way they will come out, and he knows exactly what he has fixed to happen. So he knows I'm fixing it such that this person will go to paradise, this other person will go to hell. So these are known, they're fixed and unchangeable. Now, if the future is, on the other hand, open, as Muhammad Iqbal proposes, and I think he's right, then that means that it's not a collection of fixed events to happen unfailingly one after another, but an open web of interconnected events. We can call them all possibilities. Among these possibilities, there could be some which are definite, some things must happen, and there could be some things which are impossible. God has already ruled them out in advance. Though it may seem theoretically possible, these things are not possible because God has ruled them out in advance.
Like certain events?
Certain events.
Okay.
So let's distinguish between three types of possible events in an open future. So in an open future of many possibilities, there are some apparent possibilities which must happen. And we don't know that it must happen, but God knows because he fixed it to definitely happen. And then the second type of event is the impossible event, which might appear possible to us, but God has ruled in advance that this is impossible, it will not happen, and he knows that it will not happen, and no power in the universe can make it happen. And now there's a third type of event, and this is the difference that I'm bringing to this question. The difference is that there is a third type of event, which I'm going to call merely possible events, or you can say contingent events. So this God knows to be contingent. He knows it can happen this way or that way. Now, where a person will finally end up, I'm placing in this category of contingent events. It may go this way or go that way.
Depending on what?
On the choices
person?
of the individual. So,
okay.
So this is something that is not predetermined in advance, but God knows that I'm creating this individual, depending on his or her choice, can either go to paradise or to hell.
Thank you very much, Dr. Shabir.
You're welcome.
Hey YouTube, we hope you benefited from this video. If you liked it, or if you didn't, let us know in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more, check out some of our other videos. And don't forget to subscribe so you can get new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.